And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is WSVC Radio coming to you live from the Robert S. Carey Center for today's matchup against the St. Vincent Bearcats and the Washington Jefferson Presidents. Today, for both men and women's games, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Week, as we recognize members of the St. Vincent staff and St. Vincent greater community for their fight and survival of breast cancer.
Thank you.
And as the dance team comes out to perform their annual pre-game dance, everyone rises for the national anthem, and we will get to your lineup soon.
And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups.
And the lineups are being announced now in the gym. We will be announcing them after they have been done here in the gym. Joining me in the press box this evening is Andrew Gellin as a guest commentator, and Julie Peterson, who will be giving you today's game commentary.
To the court for a performance by the St. Vincent College Performance Dance Team.
And a big thank you to the St. Vincent Performing Dance Team. We will see them back here at halftime and again for the men's game, which will be taking place at 6 p.m. right after the women's.
And now, let's meet the starting line for your St. Vincent Bearcats. A senior goal for
And as the lineup for the Bearcats is announced, I will be passing the mics over to Andrew and Julie as they begin to bring you your lineup and get ready for the game. Go Bearcats!
And number 30, Kevin Mayer. Looking at the Bearcat overall record, they are 12-8 and 11-4 in the pack. So, Andrew?
Hey, Julie.
Any opinions about the game before we get started?
It's going to be a very physical game, I can tell. Both these teams coming in close to the top of the conference. I'm just excited to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. On the looks of it, WJ has some height that we don't have.
Yeah, that is definitely true. They have this one center that's coming in at 6'3", so we'll see how players like Camden and McKenna can match up against them.
Absolutely. All right, and tip-off is underway with WJ winning it. WJ's coming down the court, passing on top of the key. Just a rotation down into the paint now. Backdoor pass, reverse layup, and it's good. Daniel Pontius is now taking the ball down the court for St. Vincent. Passing it to number 22, Reese Gatsby. Back out to Cam, McKenna Mayer. Daniel Pontius is going in for a layup. No good. Rebounded by W&J as they're coming down the court full speed. Three-point shot by them. No good, but rebounded by W&J. The resetting on the top of the key. Looking for that backdoor cut. No good. A little scramble. Last touch by W&J, and it's going back down to the St. Vincent side.
Great defense and great effort by number 4, Danielle. She really showed out to try to get that steal.
Pontius coming down the court on the top of the key. It's a pass to Emily Thompson. Back on top of the key. Over to Camden Basher. Reese goes in to the paint. Does a little post move. No good. Rebounded by number 1, Bryn Bizak of W&J. And we're going back down to the other side of the court. Looking for the back door. No good. On top of the key. Drive in. Pass to the post player. Blocked by Camden Basher.
Beautiful
Heading down to
defense.
the St. Vincent end. Reese Gatsby's driving in. No good. Rebounded by W&J, number 23, Megan Dryberg. Back to the W&J end. And the resetting on the top of the key. Setting up the play. Number 1 driving in. Shot no good. Rebounded by Camden Basher.
They seem to be scared of Camden down in the paint already off of that first block.
Completely agree. They were very intimidated by her height. Pontius pass to Basher. Back to Gatsby. Camden Basher's driving in. No foul call.
That's a debatable one right there.
And we're heading back down to the W&J end. Number 10, Adeline Cherry is resetting on top of the key for W&J. A lot of cutting by the guards.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it seems like they're doing a lot of backdoor cuts trying to get open down the baseline.
Even though McKenna Mayer bodied the player, she still made the layup, and we're now heading back to the St. Vincent end. It was 4-0 W&J. Emily Thompson on top of the key, passes it to Gatsby. Back to Basher, back to McKenna Mayer, who goes for the three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Pontius. He passed it to Gatsby. Gatsby for the mid-range shot, and it's good.
Beautiful shot by Gatsby off of the wing.
Love the ball movement on that.
It was amazing.
Adeline Cherry bringing the ball down now for W&J. Bizak passes it to Eaton. He goes for the three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by McKenna Mayer. We're heading back down to the St. Vincent end. Hesitation move. Goes up for the layup. Absolutely stuck.
That was really unfortunate. I really thought McKenna was going to get her on that hesitation move, but she seemed to regroup and be able to get back out on defense.
WJ drove in, went for the layup. It was no good. Rebounded by McKenna Mayer. So, she really fought after the play on that one.
Yes, she did. She definitely did. I think it was an effort thing. She's trying to regain her confidence, especially after a play like that.
McKenna Mayer went in for the layup again. It was hit out of bounds by number 23, Megan Dryberg of W&J. Gatsby's now taking the ball out under the hoop. Throws it out to Emily Thompson, who goes for a mid-range shot. No good. Rebounded by Stellity Lutzen of W&J, who's going in full steam ahead for the layup. No good. Tipped off a bunch of St. Vincent players' hands into Danielle Ponch's hands, and she's going in. She's driving in for the layup. No good. Rebounded by number 10 from W&J, Adeline Cherry.
The sequence is going back and forth. Each team's getting their rebounds. They just need to make sure that they get the lid off the glass right here.
Absolutely. Ball's been passed around the entire three-point line. Back out to Bryn Bizak. Attempt to go for a layup. Good defense by Danielle Pontius. Shot was no good and rebounded by Camden Basher.
Great defense. She's a smaller player, smaller guard, but she was able to stick it down in the paint.
Ball's out to Emily Thompson on top of the key. McKenna Mayer passing it to Reese Gatsby. Granted some defense there. St. Vincent needs a reset on top of the key. Danielle bouncing over a layup. And she got the foul call.
It's the first foul of the game. Surprised we haven't seen more of those, to be honest.
You know, that was really smart on Danielle's end because she completely saw that her defender was out of balance.
Yes, definitely. She used that IQ that she has to draw the foul, get a shot up, and after the timeout, we're going to see Danielle take 2 shots.
Absolutely. Ponchus. I keep messing up that last name, my bad, guys. She's coming to the line to shoot 2. There's 4:55 left in the first. W&J is up 4-2.
It's a very low-scoring game. A lot of defense we've seen on both sides. We're going to see how this one keeps playing out. I suspect it's going to be a really low-scoring game.
Absolutely. Ponch's first shot was good, as well as her second shot. That foul was against number 10, Adeline Cherry from W&J. And speaking of Cherry, she's bringing the ball down for W&J right now. Riley DeRulo going in. Pass it back up to the top of the key. Number 3, Stephanie Lucien, one-on-one against Emerson Pepper, unsuccessfully. Number 10, Adeline Cherry for a long-range 3, and that was good.
Yeah, it was good. Good shot off the top of the key.
All right, Emerson Pepper at the foul line, debating what she should do with the ball, waiting for some back doors that weren't open. Ponchus on top of the key. She passed it back to Camden Basher, who's going in. It was called for a travel.
It seems like there was a broken play. Something seems to be some miscommunication between the players. We'll see how this resolves over.
I completely agree. Just didn't look like everyone was on the same page on that one. Hopefully this should serve as a reset. Number 10, Adeline Cherry, is going down the court. Number 5 for a long-range 3. No good. Rebounded by number 10, Brooke Evans of St. Vincent.
Yeah, they're pushing the ball up the court. Now let's see what they do with this possession.
Danielle Ponchus on top of the three-point, pass it to Emerson Pepper, doing a nice pass to Camden Basher, goes for the layup. No foul call again.
Another debatable no foul call. They're really getting physical down there.
Number 5 of W&J is on top of the key, resetting the play. We pass it to Bryn Bizak, who's going in for the layup. And an illegal screen by number 23, Megan Dryberg of W&J on Emily Thompson. And now it's going back down to St. Vincent.
Just another example of how physical these teams can be. There seems to be like a lot of bad blood, I know, between all the other sports that we have.
All right, Emerson Pepper got the ball, almost lost it, recovered it just on the line.
Great athleticism.
On top of the three-point key again. We pass it to Emily Thompson. She's debating what to do. Went for a layup, a really far away layup. good. WJ threw it all the way down to the other end to number 3, Snelling and Vincent, and made the layup. It's now 9-4 WJ.
Yeah, it seems to be a lot of broken plays, a lot of miscommunications. I'm not sure what's going on, but we'll see how this plays out.
Ponchos driving in, going for the mid-range. She was blocked, and they called for the foul.
That's good.
So Ponchos going to the line, and that foul was on number 3, Stephanie Woodson from WJ. Some substitutions we have going. Camden Basher and Emily Thompson have come out. We have Reese Gatsby and McKenna Mayer back in.
I wonder how WJ's offensive plan is going to change now that Camden's been out, because they've not been able to get the ball in the hoop in the paint with Camden in.
I would completely agree with that. Ponch's first foul shot is good. As well as her second. It's now 9-6 WJ. So number 10 Adeline Cherry is bringing the ball down the court. WJ rotating around the key, back to number 10, who takes a long 3 and absolutely drains it.
Yeah, even though she made that 3, there did seem to be an illegal screen on top of Danielle. I'm surprised they didn't call that one. We also see the entire bench calling out for it too.
I agree. Mayer on top of the key, pass it to Brooke Evans. Brooke decides to drive in, doesn't, passes it out to Reese Gatsby, who looks for the open shot, who's not there. Brooke Evans goes for some post moves, has 3 defenders on her. Emerson Pepper now is going in, goes for a post move, and it's good.
Very smooth, up and under.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Now 12-8 W&J. Cherry from W&J is bringing the ball down the court. Number 3 decides to drive in, loses the handle, who passes it back out to number 5. W&J resets at the key with number 10 Adeline Cherry, who's going in for a mid-range, passes it back out to the 3-point line, and no good.
Good defense, good hustle. You know, that play could have blown up immediately, especially with Danielle thinking the ball was already shot in the air.
So now we are back on the St. Vincent side. McKenna Mayer drives in, finds Emerson Pepper on the corner. Back out to Reese Gatsby. Back out to McKenna Mayer on the 3-point line. Emerson Pepper, they tried to throw it into her down at the key. However, she had 3 defenders on her.
Smart play by the WJ player, hitting it off the Brooks' leg so that way we can get the ball back.
Yeah, WJ almost lost it, but they decided to hit it off one of our players. So now it is WJ ball under their own hoop. It's 12-8, them with 1 minute, 7 seconds left in this first quarter. Looking for someone open, they pass to number 10, Adeline Cherry, who immediately drives in and makes it. I saw a complete defensive breakdown.
I definitely did too, but it also seemed like Brooke Evans got hit a little bit on that drive, and we'll see how she plays out. I don't know if it's just a thing you have to walk off or it's maybe get some medical attention for.
Emerson Pepper with yet another post move. It goes out. However, she grabs her own rebound, shoots it again, and gets fouled.
Yes, that's really good. She got the hustle to get the offensive board, put it back up, and get fouled. Let's hope she makes these 2 so that way we can get some points.
Absolutely, that was. You know, she just impresses me. You know, she comes in as a freshman. I believe she is listed as a forward. She is. And she's 5'11", so she's not the tallest forward you're ever going to see out there. But man, her post moves are just impeccable.
Yeah, she's very suave. Sometimes with post moves, you think of someone like Patrick Ewing or Charles Barkley. That's really just going to drive in deep, but she hits you with the nice up and unders. She's suave, she's smooth, she can get the ball in the hoop.
Absolutely. So she was 1 for 2 on her foul shots. Another thing I want to mention, she got a very unique foul shot.
Yes, she does.
It's like an NBA 2K shot, if you can envision that for anyone listening. All right, WJ on top of the key. They're on the side. Number 4 is trying to do some guard moves on Danielle, who's holding her for now. She starts driving in.
Debatable call. That was so debatable.
And they called the foul on Danielle for a reach. Not being biased, but I think she just lost the handle and they had a call foul.
Definitely. Danielle was doing a lot with her athleticism. She's fast, she's twitchy, staying in front of them. And so after, I don't know, maybe the refs just felt bad for him.
W&J has on top of the key. However, number 1, Bryn Bizak, traveled.
She doesn't even realize what she did either.
And that means there is 16.5 seconds left in the first quarter, which hopefully means St. Vincent is going to have the last possession in this quarter.
Definitely. Let's hope they drag out this last 16 seconds, get an open shot, and get it in the hoop before the quarter ends.
Danielle Pontius passes it to McKenna Mayer, who passes it deep to Emerson Peffer. There's 2 defenders on her. Danielle Pontius going in for the layup. Great attempt, just not enough time to get that play going.
I don't know if Danielle knew how much time was left in the quarter. She did have the open shot, though. I thought she was going to go up for the layup.
Absolutely. So first quarter's now ended, so we will be right back. All right, and we are back. Danielle Pontius is now out for number 44 for St. Vincent, Janae Rissman. Emerson Pepper, top of the key, she dives in for a layup. Tries to get spacing, she got blocked, and then jump ball was called, and the possession area was to W&J.
Yeah, she tried to go for the ball, but just an unfortunate play out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, number 10 for W&J. Driving in the loop out on Cherry. She passes it back out to the top of the key to number 1. He passes it back out to Stephanie Vincent. He's going in for a post move. Tries to pass it out to the forward, but was then fouled by number 22, Reese Gatsby from St. Vincent.
Seems like W&J does a lot of misdirection screens, cut backdoor cuts, trying to get some spacing and open. Very jittery players as well. I see they have a lot of fast switch to them.
Absolutely. Number 10's inbounding it for W&J. Get it back out to the top of the key. Cherry passes into the post, and it bounces out. That was actually a good look by W&J.
It was a great look, but it also seemed like St. Vincent knew about the height advantage.
Reese Gatsby immediately went for the 3-point shot. It was no good, almost rebounded by St. Vincent, but W&J got a handle, and now we have a 3v2 situation on the St. Vincent end. Everyone reset, they take it out to the top of the key. Bryn Bizak from W&J passes it to Jordan Wolf. Back out to Adeline Cherry for another deep 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Emerson Peffer and was fouled when she was coming back down.
It's very hard hit on both ends. Glad both girls are all right.
Yeah, and that foul was on Jordan Wolf from W&J. That's the first. Emerson Peffer was just now subbed out for Brooke Evans, number 10, another freshman. Or no, for Camden, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, you heard me. All right, Brooke Evans on top of the key, passes into Camden Basher at the foul line, back out to the 3-point. Gets it to McKenna Mayer. Camden Basher tries to put a small pass inside, but it got kicked by a W&J player, so possession stopped.
Yeah, that W&J player is the big 6'3" center I was talking about earlier. You know, earlier in the other position, they had 2 St. Vincent defenders try to guard her, leaving some water in the quarter, so they know about the height advantage, and they're trying to solve that problem right there.
Remember how I mentioned Brooke Evans? Yeah, she just now got subbed out for Emily Thompson now. 3-point attempt by Reese Gatsby of St. Vincent was no good, and now we're heading back down to the W&J side. Score update for everyone is 14-9 W&J. 8:17 left in the second quarter. W&J resets at top of the key. Number 1 drives in, nearly open, stops at the foul line, misses the shot, rebounded by number 1 Camden Basher of SVC. St. Vincent trying to reset on their own side, and Thompson driving in. Passes out to number 44, Janae. In the corner, it's Rita.
The freshman transfer from University of Marion, Washington, hits the corner 3. That's great to see.
And now it's 14-12 W&J. Number 3 from W&J takes the three-point shot and drains it. All shoes contested too.
Contested, good shot, but that's not what we want to see on our end from defense. We need to press up, make sure they don't get those open threes.
Emily Thompson on top of the key, passes it to McKenna Mayer, passes it to Ms. Gatsby. She attempts to drive in, passes it back out to Janae, who takes it to McKenna Mayer for the shot. No good, rebounded by W&J. Number 10, Adeline Cherry from W&J attempts the shot, no good, and it's a jump ball. But the possession arrow staying with W&J.
Yeah, I still don't know how possession arrow actually works, but I guess it's one of those things that just grow into the game. Gotta learn, gotta adapt and evolve.
Yeah, A for effort.
Oh, there seems to be a switch with the possession arrow. It's actually supposed to be St. Vincent. That makes more sense. Okay.
Okay, I swore that they had the last possession arrow. Who am I? I just commentate, right?
Yeah, I actually just play football.
Yeah,
I don't even know why I'm
I
in
just
the
go here.
basketball stadium.
Right. Anyway, it's now SVC ball. Janae's bringing the ball down, passes it to Camden Basher on top of the key, who sees Reese going for a cut, goes for a post move, no foul call yet again, rebounded by W&J.
Reese seems she wants to get back on defense, try to steal that ball because she thinks she was rightfully fouled, which I believe so as well.
Exactly. Number 5 from W&J is the ball. She's trying some post moves on Janae. Got the foul call. Well, if that was a foul, I think the other one should have been a foul on our end, yeah?
If that was a foul, then the first one on our end should have been a flagrant.
All right, number 5, Riley DeRubo from W&J is taking this shot. First one is good. Foul was against 44, Janae Rissmiller from St. Vincent. That's just her first. And her second foul shot was no good. So the score is 19-12 W&J. Janae Rissmiller taking the ball down. Passes it to McKenna Mayer near the foul line. Camden Basher trying to figure out what to do. She attempts to drive in, got it kicked away, but she grabbed it. McKenna Mayer going for a long 3.
Oh, just off the
bounces out. No good. Rebounded by number 10, Adeline Cherry. Take it back out to the top. Driving in, going for the shot against Janae. No good. Rebounded by McKenna Mayer.
Seems to be the same situation, and they didn't call that foul that time, so we'll see how that plays out.
Great attempt of a post move for Reese Gatsby, but she had 2 defenders on her, so the shot was no good. Back on the W&J end, they're resetting the play, passing it to number 3, Stephanie Lutzen. Down into number 14, Katie Kowalczyk, who goes for a deep 3. No good. Tipped off the hands to Emily Thompson and then rebounded by McKenna Mayer. She passes it to Reese Gatsby in the corner. Back up to Janae Rissmiller. Passes it to McKenna Mayer on the foul line, looking for Reese Gatsby, who then pass out to Emily Thompson on the 3-point line. She goes for a shot, no good, rebounded by number 14, Katie Kowalczyk, who passes it now out to Adeline Cherry of W&J, and the play is yet again being reset.
Yeah, it was very contested, too. I'm surprised she took that shot.
I would completely agree. She was in full coverage. Number 23 passes it to number 10, Adeline Cherry of W&J.
Shot clock's winding down. Let's see what plays seconds are out.
Good.
It's not good win. That's very good to see. 30 seconds. That was a long possession for them.
That was. Good breakdown defense, though. Back on the St. Vincent end, Emily Thompson's waiting to see for an open pass. She goes for another 3, and unfortunately just errors. So it is now back to the W&J side. were some substitutions, but now we're on media timeout, so we will be right back. All right, we are back. W&J has the ball, so number 10, Adeline Cherry, is going down the court right now. Passes to number 23, back to 14 on top of the key. She's looking for some backdoors, got it into the post. Number 5 is driving in, goes up for the layup, no good. However, rebounded and passed back out to number 10, Adeline Cherry, who goes in for the layup. And Basher with the charge.
Way to put your body on the line, especially when we need it the most.
Cherry was trying to get a foul on that with the 2 other defenders. However, the other defenders moved away, so it was just Camden right in the middle, and that was nice.
We also did see some substitution with Danielle and Ashley Lippitt coming into the game.
Correct. Good observation. Pontius on top of the 3-point line. McKenna Mayer looks to drive in, passes it back out to Emily Thompson, who tries to go in for the layup, which is no good. Rebounded by number 14, Katie Kowalczyk, who passes it back out to Adeline Cherry. However, it was too high of a pass, tipped off another W&J player out of bounds.
Yeah, it's funny to say too high for a pass because all these ladies are gigantic. They are very tall individuals.
Pontius coming down with the ball right now. Screen by McKenna Mayer. Danielle Pontius trying to drive in, comes back out, looking for an outlet. No one was there. Pass to McKenna Mayer, back to Pontius, now back to Emily Thompson, who goes for another 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by number 5, Riley DeRulo of W&J.
It seems like on offense, we're just not moving around enough. We're getting the passes off, but as soon as someone thinks we have an open look, no one just moves around, tries to get open.
Absolutely. Adeline Cherry for W&J is on top of the key. She passes it to Hugo. Passes it to number 14, Katie Kowalczyk. She went up for a shot. It was no good, but she was fouled by McKenna Mayer.
That was McKenna's first foul of the game. So we're doing well with our fouls. Not many half fouls in this game.
Correct.
Opposed to the other side of W&J, they have a good amount of fouls already.
Right. So the score right now is 20-12. I was hoping that was going to jinx the shot. It didn't. It's 21-12 W&J. A few notable substitutions. Emily Thompson and McKenna Mayer are now out for Emerson Pepper and Brooke Evans. So the current 5 on the court right now is Camden Basher, Ashley Lippold, Emerson Pepper, Danielle Pontius, and Brooke Evans. So we have a younger squad out there.
Yes, we do. The only one that's the oldest right now is Camden. She's a junior. Everyone else is sophomore and freshman.
Basher's now on top of the key, passing it to Ashley Lippold. Passes out to Danielle Pontius. She crosses her defender up, who passes it to Ashley Lippold for a 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Basher, who passes it back out to Lippold. Lippold goes in for the layup. And I didn't even notice the shot clock.
Nor did I, and I guess they didn't either because that's another instance where we just didn't have the situational awareness to get a shot up.
That shot that was taken by Ashley Lippold hit the side of the backboard, so it actually didn't hit the rim, so that's why the shot clock didn't reset.
It was Ashley's first shot of the game, so I think thanks for turnaround. She just needs a good one.
Right. So number 5 from W&J got the ball. Riley DeRugo did a post move on Pontus, and she made that. Pontus goes in for the drive, got fouled. Shot was no good, so she'll be heading to the foul line.
It's good to note too that W&J side, they have a lot of older people on this team, especially that number 5. She's a graduate player. We have a lot of younger players, so we'll see how this plays out between the experience and non-experience.
Yeah, that was a good observation. I've been saying this all year, but St. Vincent truly has a young team. Just due to injuries over the years, a recent injury now is Jillian Manarino with her ACL injury. So that's another older player or junior ball.
Yeah, we only have 2 active seniors on our team right now. So we'll see how it plays out, and maybe this will be good for our future.
Absolutely. And on the W&J side, Emerson Pepper stole the ball, so St. Vincent's resetting. Brooke Evans is on top of the key. She's looking for a one-on-one drive. Pass it to Cam Basher for a mid-range shot. No good. Rebounded by number 23, Megan Freiberg. And now we're back to the W&J side.
That was an open shot by Camden off the near the baseline. I'm surprised it didn't go in. The shot looked good.
Right. Number 23 for W&J's driving. Pass out to number 5 who goes for the drive-in. Bodies Ashley Lippold and makes the shot.
That's another situation where it's the graduate senior versus the sophomore.
Pontus on top of the key for St. Vincent. Who passed it to Brooke Evans. Brooke Evans passed it to Camden Basher at the three-point line. Tries to get into Emerson Pepper on the block. She goes in for a post move and makes it.
Yes, she drops that one in.
And the score is now 25-14 in the second quarter with 44 seconds left to go.
St. Vincent is now in a 2-for-1 situation with the clock going just under 35 seconds. We'll see how this one plays out.
Number 5 drives in, passes it back out to number 4, passes into the post player number 14. She attempts to go for a layup and got scrambled with Brooke Evans, and the possession arrow goes to W&J.
I think that was a missed call. It seemed a little too fast. But it was obvious that Brooke Evans was about to run away with the ball, but I don't know, maybe the intention was to let go so that way the ref can call it.
Right. Okay, back on top of the key for W&J. They'll pass it to number 9, the graduate student, who passes it into their forward. She got blocked by Emerson Pepper. Brooke Evans has the rebound, and now we are resetting this play. 13 seconds left to go. We're going to see if St. Vincent gets this last shot. Danielle's trying to drive in. Passes it to Reese Gatsby. She goes in for a shot, and no good.
Off the backboard. Good play design though. Love to see them move the ball, trying to run around, just like we talked about earlier with that movement off ball. So
before we get into halftime, which we'll give it a little break, I just have to say the St. Vincent offense tonight was off. If you had one word to describe it, off.
I definitely agree with that. They've been off. They're not hitting their shots, especially when they're wide open. And some of the shots like they're taking, corner 3 where they're contested, might not be the best decision to make too.
Yeah, and it's not like they're taking those shots with 5 seconds left on the clock. There's 15 seconds left on the shot clock. So there's still time to keep moving the ball around. But
I will say though, to counterpoint, we are a second half team. We've shown it all season, especially with our late comeback win against Westminster the last home game we had. So I think our Lady Bearcats are going to come out here, drop 50 more points in the halftime after half, and we're going to pull out this W.
absolutely. So catch you guys.
And this is WSVC radio station manager Matt Boyer here for your halftime update. First off, a very special announcement from St. Vincent Athletics. On March 14th, the St. Vincent Athletic Department will be hosting a fish fry down at the Fred Rogers Center here at St. Vincent College. Friday, March 14th from 5:30 until 8:30 p.m. You can sign up by finding the QR codes around campus or by checking in with the athletic department. A single ticket costs $50, and for couples, $100 for your fish fry dinners. Come out and support the Bearcat Athletics Department, as well as just having the camaraderie with other members of the St. Vincent community. And as stated, the Bearcats men's basketball team will take on the Washington Jefferson Presidents following the women's game today. 6 p.m. WSVC Radio will be broadcasting. The men's basketball team was home on Wednesday, February 5th, where they lost 74-84 against Westminster. DP Harris and the rest of the basketball staff are hoping to bring home a win today against the Presidents. The men's basketball team will be in Waynesburg, Pennsylvania on February 12th, Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. going up against Waynesburg. The women's basketball team faced off against Westminster also on Wednesday, February 5th, where they won 63-56. They will be also in Waynesburg on February 12th, Wednesday, against Waynesburg University. Their game will be at 5:30 p.m., the men's at 7:30. You can check out the broadcast by the PAC Network. The Bearcats will not be back here at the Robert S. Carey Center until February 19th, where they will face up against Bethany. The women's game at 5:30 and the men at 7:30. WSVC Radio will be here broadcasting for the event. In news of women's bowling, today they are down at Hillview Lanes in Greensburg, where they are taking part in the AMCC Round Robin number 2. That is today, February 8th, and tomorrow, February 9th. Results are already in for today's, with the Bearcats winning against Hilbert College, 882-800, winning against Pitt Bradford, winning 913-845, Alvernia University winning 980 to Alvernia's 764. Bearcats winning against Penn State Barron, 943-816. Tomorrow they will face off against La Roche University, Pitt Greensburg, and William Smith. Good luck to the women's bowling team. Men's lacrosse will take on here at St. Vincent College against Ohio Northern University. That is 1 p.m. down on the UPMC field, February 15th. It is still right now up in the air whether or not WSVC Radio will be broadcasting, but we will let you know about that as soon as possible. The women's lacrosse team will be in New Concord, Ohio on February 23rd against Muskingum. That's at 1 p.m. Good luck to the women's lacrosse team as they will be kicking off their season. The swim teams participated in the Carnegie Mellon Western PA Invite on February 1st. No team scores have come in from that meet. On the 19th of February, the Bearcat swim teams will participate in the President Athletic Conference Championships in Grove City, Pennsylvania. Good luck to the Bearcat swim teams. The track and field teams here for St. Vincent participated in the Youngstown Mid-State Major on February 1st in Youngstown, Ohio. No team scores have come from that event. They will be in Boston, Massachusetts for the Boston University Valentine Invitational on February 14th. Good luck to the track and field teams. The Bearcat men's volleyball team was here in Latrobe on February 6th in the Robert S. Carey Center, where they faced up against Carlow University, winning 3-0, 25-9, 25-14, and 25-18. They will be in Mount Alois in Crescent, PA, 7 p.m. on February 11th. Good luck to the men's volleyball team. And last but certainly not least in our athletics update is the men's wrestling team. They went up against Teal College on February 6th, winning 43-6 in Greenville, Pennsylvania. They'll be participating in the President's Athletic Conference Championship Championships on February 15th in Waynesburg, Pennsylvania. That is at 11 a.m. Good luck to the wrestling team. And as always, folks, WSVC is celebrating 100 years of being the official voice of St. Vincent College here in Latrobe. Throughout the year, we will be having multiple different events and specials coming your way. For all updates, check out all of our streaming platforms on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and soon to come, Podbean. You can also check us out on Instagram, WSVC Radio, for all of your updates. And as a reminder, if you are checking out for any updates, don't forget to tune in to all of our different shows on our platforms. Sundays is Bearcat Buzz, where myself and my co-host Alex Ryan will be bringing you all the latest buzz and information from around St. Vincent College. On Mondays is Catching the Facts with Dan Sisk and Eric Schroeder. We've had to cancel our live broadcast of the Super Bowl for tomorrow. However, they will be giving a review of the game on Monday. As well as on Monday, you can check Dan with The Real Takes, where he will be reviewing all of the latest TV shows and movies. Tuesday's lead sportscaster Colt Easterling and his co-host Andrew Lukuski is bringing you Inside the Den, where they will be recapping this past week in St. Vincent Athletics, looking to see what's in store next week for the Bearcats, and interviewing a player of the week. Wednesdays, I'm back with my co-host and assistant station manager Jacob Picasa, as we bring you Unearthing the Unknown, telling all the stories of the mysteries, local and urban legends, and paranormal throughout Pennsylvania. Thursdays is the Pit Stop. That's with Stephen Foss, Leo Sun, and Nathan Shishura, where they will be talking about all of the unknown and interesting places throughout southwestern Pennsylvania. That's the Pit Stop. That's with 2 T's. Fridays is the Crime Scene Chronicles with Jack Adair and Grant Archuleta, where they will be telling all of the different true crime stories in Pennsylvania and California, respectively. Saturdays, the Major Step. Colt and Andrew are back to review all of the different majors and minors here on campus, interviewing one department each week with a professor and a student to talk about the majors and minors in that department. Also coming your way soon is Yinzer on the Go, where myself and new member to the team, Isabella Rustin, will be touring all of the best destinations throughout the greater Pittsburgh area. February 21st will be the first episode of that weekend, where we will be reviewing Heinz History Center in the Strip District of Pittsburgh. The women's Bearcats and the women presidents retake the court for a little bit of warm-up. Just a little under 6 minutes left until the second half of this game commences. Jolie and Andrew will be back for that, but for now, we will be going to a short break. But stay tuned as we bring you the second half of the game. Go Bearcats!
All right, everyone, and we're back now. St. Vincent has the ball. Passes it. Oh, immediately stolen by W&J. Number 3 going down the court. She passes it back out. Number 10, Adeline Cherry, is resetting the play. 23 passes it back to Adeline Cherry. Adeline Cherry passes it into a forward who goes in for a layup. Makes the shot and one.
She drew the foul on that one. Was able to get up and in on Danielle. Danielle obviously has the height advantage, standing in at like, what, 5'4", 5'5". So her getting that shot did not seem to be that hard of a task.
No, not at all. Not at all. So that would be Danielle's second foul. So no one's really in foul trouble yet. Shooting is number 3, Stelany Lutzen, and her foul shot is good. Ponch is now taking the ball back down the court. Pass it to Emily Thompson on the key. Emily Thompson gets ready to drive in. Pass it to Ponchis on the 3-point line. She tries to drive in, realizes that's not a good idea, takes it back out to the key, passes it to Reese Gatsby. He passes it back out to Emily Thompson. We have 7 seconds on the shot clock. Emily Thompson, long shot, no good. Rebounded by W&J, and we have Adeline Cherry taking the ball back down the court.
It seems as though if Emily Thompson finally gets that shot to hit the bottom of the net, then she'll get on one, but as of now, she's been cold, missing her first 4 or 5 shots already.
Absolutely. W&J's doing a lot of ball movement around the key. They're looking for a, forward. Now open against McKenna Mayer.
She is a big girl standing in a 6'3", so obviously she's going to tower over someone, even all of our taller forwards that we have.
Score currently is 30-14, W&J.
Hard foul.
Wow. Reese Gatsby threw the ball into McKenna Mayer for a cut and shoot. But she literally ran into the other player like a wall. Foul was called, thankfully, a blocking foul, so.
I believe that was a flagrant, but, you know.
Sounds to me like you're a little biased.
No.
Right.
Go Cats. Anyways.
First shot of McKenna's is good. Her second one is also good. Ponchis on Adeline Cherry, who passes it to Megan Dryberg. To Kovacic. Guard goes in for the shot, tries to pull a post move on Dasher, no good. W&J somehow saved the ball. Number 3 going in for the shot. Not called. I actually would have to agree with that. So Camden Basher stood there, was ready for the charge, but she tried to shift her body to the left to get the charge call. And she was moving while she went up for the layup. So that is a good call. That was a blocking foul.
I mean, I guess you can kind of call it a blocking foul. I do agree, but it was just really late. The ball was already up and down, hit the bottom of the near the baseline, and then they called the foul.
I would agree. Yeah, it was a late call by the ref, but it was the right call ultimately.
Yeah, but is a right call still right if it's late?
Good point. All right, so number 3, Stelany Lutzen, was 1 for 2 on her foul shots. Back to the St. Vincent end. It's 31-16, 7:52 left in the third. Thompson passing to Camden Basher at the foul line. She goes in for a layup. No good. Rebounded by number 14, Petey Kovacic. When she rebounded that, she shoved Reese Gatsby of St. Vincent down to the ground. Yeah,
hard foul, I would think.
Resetting on the W&J side. They're looking for the open forward. Back out to number 10, Adeline Cherry for a 3-point shot, and it's good.
Can't give up those wide open looks. Everything needs to be contested.
Here's the problem. Number 14's killing it in the post side, so they're double teaming, and Reese Gatsby can't recover to her goalkeeper.
Well, I did see that. However, even with the double team, they actually left number 1 wide open in the corner. And so number 10 was the one that had to take the shot. At least he came to go in with a nice layup right there.
Nice. Now it's 34-18. Cherry from W&J is bringing the ball down right now. Back out to the corner. Top of the key. Passing it to number 3 from W&J. she's debating what she should do. Passes it down into number 14 in the post. Shot was no good. Rebounded by Danielle Pontus.
Yeah, it was a good battle for the rebound there between the two big people on the court.
She tries to drive in, decides not to, passes it back out to Emily Thompson. She gets it poked away, but she recovers it. She's going to attempt to drive in. Long layup, no good. Rebounded by number 23, Megan Driver of W&J. She sees number 3 on the block, tries to think about going for the shot, opts not to. She passes it down into number 14, but she shoves Camden Basher in the back.
Yeah, like a stiff arm, Derrick Henry style.
And now it's back to the St. Vincent end. And Reese Gatsby is now going to be subbed out for Brooke Evans.
Yeah, Brooke Evans was the newcomer of the week, if not last week, the week prior. So let's see if she can make something shake in the second half, putting up some more points.
Yeah, being friends with Gatsby, I can say this, and I'm sure she can agree. She's having an off night, and the layups are sort of falling like they normally do.
Yeah.
Camden Basher went in for a shot. Should have been a foul call, probably. No good.
Ball doesn't lie.
Ball doesn't lie. St. Vincent got it. Give him back to me. Let's say it like that. McKenna Mayer goes for a three-point shot. It was short. No good. Already rebounded by W&J.
Oh, hard foul. They did not call.
Three-point shot by W&J. No good. Rebound by W&J. They go up for the shot, and that's good. I have to apologize for the pause, but we were a little distracted. Camden Basher fell in the middle of the court. She seems to be okay, just a little shaken up. Did she get tripped?
I'm not sure, honestly. It didn't seem like there's anyone really around her.
No.
I would have called a foul still, but that's just what I think.
Danielle Ponches decided to go for a mid-range shot. It looked really good. It just bounced out right at the end. Rebounded by Megan Driver of W&J. Number 3 from W&J deciding what she wants to do. She attempts to drive in. She passes it back out to the top of the key to Cherry, who cuts. It's a lot of pass and cut rotation. Number 23 decides to go for a three-point shot. That was no good. Rebounded by number 1, the graduate student. She's the senior.
She's the senior. The grad student's number 5.
Riley.
Yeah.
Number 10, Adeline Cherry goes in for the drive. No good. Rebounded by Brooke Evans.
It might have been tipped by McKenna Mayer as well. That's just unfortunate for Emily Thompson, though, missing that open layup.
Brooke Evans had a phenomenal pass to Emily Thompson, and she just couldn't finish the layup.
I don't know if there was a presence that was felt there that made her shorten her shot, but I don't know. I definitely think someone or something is in her head as she's trying to play in this game.
Yeah. Emily Thompson came back and got the rebound, though. So.
She's still holding her end up on defensive side, which is good to see.
Pontus on top of the key. She looks for McKenna Mayer in the block. Back to Emily Thompson on the three-point line. McKenna Mayer on the three-point line. She tries to drive in.
No foul
call. Brooke Evans nearly steals it back. However, number 23, Megan Driver, is going.
Just gave it right to Camden.
To W&J.
There's so much confusion going on. Nice 1-2 punch. Oh, but they can't get it down.
I apologize. There were so many missing shots.
A lot of miscues going on for
summarize
both
what we
sides.
just saw, St. Vincent had the ball. It was stolen from a missed jump shot?
No, it got rebounded.
It got rebounded.
From McKenna's, what seemed to be layup, maybe a hook shot coming off the left side of the paint.
Right. They were hardcore driving in, and the girl was trying to do a snazzy bounce pass move into someone on the block, but it slipped off her hand right into McKenna Mayer's hands, who then she drives in. Oh no, was it Brooke?
It went into Camden Basher's hands, which Camden then passed it over to McKenna. McKenna bounce passed it over to Brooke Evans with another bounce pass back to McKenna. McKenna picks it up, misses off the front iron, but then rebounded by Brooke, and Brooke put it in for 2.
Right.
So it's a lot of confusion, and it did look like on the opposite side, no one wanted to play. I don't know if it was just they were tired, they thought the play was dead, but it looked like they
It looked like play stopped, to be honest, except for 3 players. It's a little funky, I'm not gonna lie. So we apologize for the pausing on our end. There were a decent amount of people that subbed out for St. Vincent. So the current St. Vincent lineup that's in right now is Emerson Pfeffer, Brooke Evans, Reese Gatsby, Emily Thompson, and Janae Risman.
Yes, Camden Basher, McKenna Mayer, and Danielle Pontius all subbed out for them.
And an observation I'm seeing is McKenna Mayer looks really shaken up right now on the bench. So I'm wondering if she got hit on that last play. There was no foul call.
Oh, well, Reese came in with a beautiful steal off the rip.
Yes.
Refreshed, recharged, good legs.
She passed it to Emily Thompson on top of the key. She's going to try and drive in. She passed it to Brooke Evans. She goes in. Dishes it back out to Janae Rissmiller. Passed it out to Emily Thompson on top of the key. She decides she's going to drive in. Shot is no good. Rebounded by number 25, Jason Mullen of W&J. And we now have Adeline Cherry bringing it down. On a ball rotation, they pass it in. Quick pass out to the guard position. Rebounded by W&J. Cherry goes in for a three-point shot, and that is good.
We were in position for the rebound, but it hit the back iron a little too hard, which put it right back out onto the three-point line.
Janae Rissmiller on top of the key. Brooke Evans looks to drive. She's one-on-one with her opponent. And she gets fouled.
Good call, good call.
That was a freshman versus freshman matchup.
Oh, really?
Number 2 from W&J is Jordan Wolf is a freshman.
I did not think they actually recruited any freshmen. I thought they just picked in transfers from all around the pack. Knowing them, that's what they do. They do it in their other sports, so.
Yeah, I mean, looking at their roster, they only have 2 freshmen.
Yeah,
Everyone else is sophomores.
Sophomore, seniors, and
I'm sure if we did some digging, I'm curious to see how many of them are transfers.
well, I think they'd actually say it on the side. I'm not sure. I'm sure a few of them have to be transfer students.
We are in a timeout right now. It is 39-20 WJ. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left in the third. So we'll be right back. Miss us? Because we're back.
I mean, it was only like 30 seconds.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right. Brooke Evans from St. Vincent is at the line right now. That foul was on Jordan Wolf from W&J, and that is her second foul of the game. Quick little observation. No one is truly in foul trouble unless you count 2 fouls as foul trouble, and I don't. I count 3 foul trouble.
Definitely.
So, and only 2 players from W&J have 2 fouls.
You know, I'm curious of what Coach Jimmy Petruska, that's my apology. I'm curious what his defensive plan is, because it seems that they're trying to guard the paint more than anything. Let them have those threes, but those threes are what's killing us right now.
Absolutely. Also, quick observation: Brooke both their foul shots. W&J just scored. It's now 42-21. W&J. Reese Gatsby has a nice cut. Janae Rissmiller found her, but that shot was no good. And when Emerson Pfeffer went up for the rebound,
Seemed to call an over the back foul on the rebound.
and actually that was not on Emerson Pfeffer, that was on Reese Gatsby.
Oh, that was a little confusing. There definitely was a bunch of them sitting right there in the paint, so I wonder exactly what happened, but if the ref says it, that's what the ref say.
A lot of ball rotation around the three-point arc for W&J. Back out to Cherry at the three-point line. She waits for a screen, passes it out to Jordan Wolf. Number 5 drives in for W&J, rebounded by Camden Basher.
That could have been a debatable foul too, but I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything. Let's go Bearcats. Camden Basher goes in for the drive.
I guess the ball doesn't lie.
The ball was ripped away by number 2, but she blatantly traveled, and they didn't do anything about it. So it's now W&J ball.
It was a similar situation earlier that we saw where they were tied up with the ball for a little bit, but the refs didn't call it short this time. So
Right.
I guess the refs have been a little inconsistent in their calls, but we'll see how it continues to play.
So the Cherry Girl from W&J, the Cherry Girl, that's so bad. Madeline Cherry from W&J went up for an attempted 3-point shot. She just got subbed out. There's 35 seconds left in this quarter. It was rebounded, though, by Janae Rissmiller of St. Vincent, who's been knocked out by a W&J player, so they reset the play.
One thing to notice, too, on both sides is we have not subbed a lot at all. We have maybe 7 to 8 actual playing in this game. Even on both sides of W&J, they only have about 8 players actually playing.
Absolutely, and wow, that was a nice pass by Janae Rissmiller. And the 3-point shot by Reese Gatsby is good.
As it finds the bottom of the net.
3 seconds left.
Oh, hard foul.
Yeah, I can't say that wasn't. So the girl was driving in. She got tripped by Janae Rissmiller. But that kind of worked out because she was going to go up for a shot, and there's now 0.6 seconds left in the quarter. So I'll be shocked to see if they make it.
It have to be a quick inbound tip in. And that's exactly what they did, but they could not execute it properly. So now we finished the quarter 42 to 24.
We're going to get to the fourth right now. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. And before we even get into the actual gameplay, I do want to say Happy Women in Sports Day month, week, just recognizing you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, WJ just attempted a backdoor pass. Unsuccessful.
It would have worked if the graduate senior had followed through with that cut, but she did not. There was some miscommunication. She apologized for it midway through, walking back to the other side of the court.
Right. Janae Rissmiller passed it to Brooke Evans on the 3-point line. Passed it back out to Camden Basher. Emerson Pepper's looking for a pass. She's going to attempt to drive in. Beautiful move.
Save.
Rebounded by Camden Basher. Back out to Reese Gatsby, who traveled.
Those plays are so hard not to travel, especially because you're trying to get the bend around to the baseline. Most players, especially in today's game, are having that awkward first step.
Absolutely. St. Vincent is pressing, but W&J easily broke it, so now we're back on their side of the court. Number 23, contemplating what she wants to do, gets it to number 5, Riley Deliver, the grad student, passes it back out. Now into the paint.
That seemed to be a double dribble.
That should have been a double dribble. It was the same person. That's
another travel.
Thank you. Sorry, my spectator emotions really got in the way of that commentary. Let me rephrase it. She traveled, so now it's St. Vincent ball.
One thing to note, the freshman Janae has been in for a lot of the games. She's playing most of the second half. I don't know if that has to do with something with either Danielle's performance, if she has an health concern.
Absolutely.
But it's interesting to see.
Camden Basher attempts to go in for the shot. Pass it out to Reese Gatsby, who got fouled. I did want to say, based on your last comment, Janae is impressing me with her defense.
Definitely, I definitely agree
And
with
I think
that.
that's why she's getting a few more minutes right now. Gatsby inbounding it below the hoop, pass it out to Camden Basher at the top of the key. Reese Gatsby now has the ball back to Camden Basher. Brooke Evans goes in for the shot, decides not to, tries to go for the post move, lost the handle, and recovered by number 12, Reagan Caldwell, W&J. And now they're resetting the play. Number 23 looking to drive in.
Tipped, but they're going to say that was off of Brooke Evans and not W&J.
It tipped off of Brooke Evans' hand. Looked like it tipped off of Riley DeRubo's hand, and then they called it off Brooke Evans. Still, I don't know.
That was a little iffy. Take it to VAR. Another tip from Brooke Evans. She's going crazy with the tips.
Absolutely. Number 5 goes in for a shot, nearly banked it in, but rebounded by Camden Basher.
Good defense. Brooke has been playing astronomical on the defensive side.
Brooke Evans on top of the key. She looks to drive. Pass it to Camden Basher, who sees Emerson Pepper on the block. She goes in for the move and makes it. Man, she's having herself a game.
Yeah, she has a quiet game going, doing stout on defense, having, 7 points, just as it says. So we'll see how this continues as a freshman.
Yeah. And one of the W&J players, number 4, Marina Grotto, went in for a post-move layup, missed it, was nearly rebounded by number 25, Jason Mullen of W&J, but got knocked out, and now it's going back to St. Vincent's side. It's 42-26, W&J with 7 minutes left in this game.
Seems like Coach Petruska's calling a play. I see him do the Eagles sign. I don't know if he's saying go Birds or what.
Gatsby on the key, passing it to Janae Rissmiller. Down into Emerson Pepper. She's looking for someone open. She's going to attempt another post move. No good. Rebounded by W&J, and pass it to Adeline Cherry now to reset the play. Number 5, the graduate student, is going in for a layup, and that was good. I got to be honest, I think I saw 6 fouls in the span of like 2 seconds.
Very physical, but they're letting the girls play.
Reese Gatsby on the other end looking to drive in. Sees Emerson Pepper open again. Emerson's going to go in for a shot. Opts not to. Pass out to Reese Gatsby, who goes for the play and makes it.
I think we can finally say Reese has found her groove. Maybe hopefully that can translate on so we can get this comeback going.
I agree. I just wish she hit her groove a little earlier. Number 23 from W&J went to drive it in, pass it out to the corner for a 3-point shot. It was no good. Rebounded by Camden Basher, who got it out to Janae Rissmiller, who's going to drive in. Finds Emerson Pepper back out to Janae. And she passes it out to Camden Basher to reset the play.
Smart, not putting up a shot that's not necessary.
Gatsby looking for an open shot, goes by the foul line to shoot it, no good. Rebounded by number 10. Adeline Cherry of W&J. She's looking to drive, passes out to another player for a layup. She completely knocked over Reese Gatsby, no call, rebounded by St. Vincent, and we're heading back down to our end.
Yeah, it's a really physical game, like I was telling you guys about earlier. Very chippy. I already see some tension brewing between Camden and the graduate senior out of W&J.
Yeah. Janae Rissmiller looking to drive in. She goes in.
Another foul not called.
Got knocked out, quote-unquote, knocked out by W&J. These calls are starting to get just a little more debatable. I understand there is like a decent point differential, but the refs also can't stop playing. It's not like the girls are quitting.
Exactly. It's still a very physical game. A lot of people, trying their hardest. So we'll see how this continues to play out, and especially how the lineup changes with Danielle coming in and almost knocking down a 3 as soon as she gets in the game.
Gatsby with the rebound, back out to Camden Basher. Pontius decides to reset the play on top of the key. 12 seconds left on the game clock. She passes to Janae Rissmiller. 7 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, Danielle with a beautiful move.
Good.
She needs a map. Her defender was lost.
It's 44, 31 seconds. And number 10, Adeline Cherry, turned over the ball.
She got called for a carry on that one.
And W&J just called a timeout. So current score 44-31 to Vincent and 4 minutes 42 seconds left in this game, and we'll be right back. All right, and we are back. Andrew made a good observation. St. Vincent's on a 7-2 run.
Yep, we were on a 7-2 run. That did start with Reese finding the bottom of the net on that 3, so let's see if that can continue to play out. And I believe in us Bearcats. We can make this comeback.
Absolutely. Ponch's on top of the key. She's trying to look for a shot. Pass it to Reese Gatsby, who's going in for a layup.
They're trying to pass to Emerson Puff. They called it out on W&J. I don't know if they think that Emerson touched it last.
I think they did, which I don't know. Like I said, I just go here. All right, W&J has the ball. They're resetting their possession. Number 3 got the ball on the block. She's looking to do a post move against Janae Miller, who's 2 heads shorter than her.
Yeah, it wasn't that
was a
fair
mismatch.
Wasn't that fair of a matchup to begin with.
Ponch is on top of the key. He passes it to Basher. Looking for an open pass. Ponch just goes for a 3-point shot. Just bounces out.
Very unfortunate.
Adeline Cherry decides to reset the play on the W&J side. She passes it to Stephanie Wilson, who's looking for a layup. She passes it back out. Now it's in the block against Camden Basher, and 14. Katie Polachek just completely bodied Basher out of the way and got that shot.
Yeah, it is safe to say that 14 is a much bigger person than Camden. Even though Camden does have the height, it's necessarily about the strength and weight that separates the two. Beautiful pass, but just tipped.
Yeah, it was tipped. I gotta admit, I think there's a little chippiness going on between Emerson and the graduates. Did you say you noticed that earlier?
I noticed it with Camden. I think Camden might just be a chippy player.
I think it's just the centers.
Maybe.
Not, we don't have centers.
The forwards. It is safe to note, though, that before Janae came out the game, we were playing a lot smaller of a backcourt with Janae and Danielle. And then our front court, we had a lot of height. But now we have Brooke Evans coming in and Emily Thompson coming in. Let's see if Emily Thompson can catch some fire later in the game.
Yeah, so Janae Rissmiller and Reese Gatsby are out right now. Stolen by Emerson Pepper, thanks to a tip by Brooke Evans. Brooke Evans passes it to Emily Thompson on the key. Emily Thompson looking to drive, pass out to Brooke Evans. Brooke Evans decides to drive in. Shot was no good. Rebounded by number 14, Katie Kovacic. Are you reading this right?
That is a lot of rebounds.
Megan Dryberg from W&J has 18 rebounds this game. Let me repeat it. 18 rebounds this game.
She only has 2 points, but you don't need to score when you get the rebounds.
That's absurd. That's absurd for any game, any level, anybody.
And might we add, she's a guard. She's not a forward. She's not the center. She's listed down as a guard.
She is listed, actually she's listed as a guard forward. So like a shooting forward perhaps. She's 5'11", so she has the height, but man, that's an insane stat.
It's impressive. I mean, even with her being a shooting forward, you would think she would shoot more, but she's only taken 3 shots in this entire game, playing 34 minutes.
Absolutely. So the other opponent just got fouled. She made both her foul shots. It's now 50-32 W&J with 1:57 left to go in this game. So unfortunately, we can predict the outcome, but we can hopefully, see if St. Vincent can hold them.
You know what my outcome is?
What?
51-50, Bearcats win. Go Cats. And it's starting right now. Oh, that looked a little painful.
Nearly stolen by Danielle. She looked a little shaken up after that one.
Yeah, the big center landed on her leg as she's trying to go for the steal, but she seems to be right back in and like the Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, rebounded by Emerson Pepper on the other end. Camden Basher looks to draw. Ooh, nice cut.
It seems that Danielle just needed to walk it off a little bit. It did look a little painful. Coming from a current athlete, I know everything looks painful from up here.
All right, number 23 from W&J is driving it in. It got picked up by a St. Vincent player, but Evans had hold of it. She's looking to see if anyone's open. She sees Emerson Pepper on the block. She's going to try a post move. She got blocked. However, she got fouled by number 23, Megan Schreiber. You know what else I also noticed?
What is that?
They did not put their bench in.
Not at all. I was talking about that earlier.
W&J did not.
They only play about 8 to 9 girls this entire game.
And they nearly have a 20-point lead.
And it is also safe to say that Danielle is still shaking up. I saw her grabbing her leg, number 4, our guard.
Yeah, she's grimacing, so I'm hoping everything's okay after she gets it checked out once the game's over.
There is 49 seconds left in this game, so there is no real point in her overexerting herself, making the injury any worse.
Absolutely. Right, W&J looks to just be rotating the ball. Actually, no, they are still playing. They are still playing like this game's tied,
That's what we love to see, though. You never want to see the girls quit. Maximum effort at all times so those clocks are 0.
7 seconds left on the shot clock. Number 3 went for a shot, got blocked by Brooke Evans.
Go Cats.
It did not hit the shot clock, it did not hit the rim or the hoop. So the shot clock did not reset, and there's 3 seconds left of their possession, but there's 22 seconds left of the game.
I think there'll be a double screen at some point, giving the ball up to the screen.
Wow.
Terrible shot.
Wow. So they passed it to the forward that was in, and the inbounder raced to the corner to try and shoot it, and didn't even hit the hoop. So
very embarrassing, but honestly, they just seem to be having fun. They don't seem to care about what's happening at this point. Up 19, late in the game.
7 seconds left in this game. Everson Pepper's going to go for one more shot, and it's good.
Emerson Puffer now has 9 points in this game. That's a freshman against a really good team, if not 1, but 2 in the pack.
What just happened? Gameplay completely stopped.
Seems they're deliberating with the press. I'm still not sure exactly what occurred.
Oh, the clock got messed up. The shot clock got messed up. So the game is now over. W&J takes the win. This game 53-36.
It was initially a great defensive game. It still was a pretty good defensive game, giving up only 53 points in an entire game. But our offense just couldn't push it when we need to. We had too many missed shots, and we weren't inconsistent. We weren't consistent. One thing we need to learn from all teams in our college is to start fast and finish even stronger.
We're going to talk a little post-game about this game. However, before I say that, please stay on, as there is a men's basketball game that is coming up shortly. So stay on.
It's going to be a great game.
Listen to us yap just a little longer, okay? All right. I wanted to mention the notable stats from the W&J team first. 22 points by the Cherry girl, Adeline Cherry. 18 rebounds by Driver. But what do you notice? Consistent scoring from their starting five.
Yes.
They only had 8 bench points. That's all they had.
That is very notable. I think when they did put in their bench, it was just for defense. They always kept at least 2 or 3 of their starters out there at all times. So they rotated. They put in their defense when they needed to, just to lock up and lock in, give their starters a little bit of a rest, and then the starters come back in and start knocking out some more points.
Absolutely. In terms of their field goal percentage, they were 37.7%, 3-point 38.9, 85.7% in their free throws. They only had 7, so not that much fouling.
Which is good to see, but what I'm actually really surprised by is their senior guard, who's also their captain, number 1, Bezak. She started off in her warm-up shooting a lot of threes, making those threes, but then when it came out to the actual game time, she was not able to hit any. Only scoring 2 points, going 1 for 5.
Exactly, and she had 0 assists, so...
I guess she was more of a defensive factor, but there again...
You know what? 0 steals, 0 blocks.
That is true.
The other thing I wanted to mention is turnovers. W&J actually had more turnovers than the St. Vincent team. W&J had 15, St. Vincent had 9. However, if we move to the St. Vincent stats, they were 21% for their field goal. They were 23% for three-point. They were 56% in free throws, 9 for 16.
It's called free throws because it's supposed to be a free money make. We have to consistently hit those. I don't know if Coach Petrovich will go back, see what's going on in the game film and just go for free throws. Because if I was a coach, I would just hit free throws in entire practice.
I would agree. But in terms of some notable stats, I think we can if we had to give a player of the game to any St. Vincent player, it would be Emerson Heffer.
Definitely.
She had 9 points. Camden had 9 rebounds, but Emerson had 4, so that was a more balanced effort, if I would say so myself.
I will say, too, Janae coming in off the bench, facilitating the offense. She played like a true point guard would play, having an amazing defensive standout performance.
Absolutely. Any final comments about this game from you?
I do think that us losing, it was tough to see. I definitely wanted our Lady Bearcats to go out there, beat W&J because as you know, if you're a Bearcat, you do not like the Presidents. But I think it was a little bit of a wake up call. We're gonna go back out there the next game and we're gonna dominate our opponents.
I completely agree. I can't wait to see the improvement hopefully after this game. St. Vincent bounces back. But I kind of know, I'm excited for W&J. They look like a solid team, and I think they're going to make a big run in the pack. I think they are in the top contender for the pack, so...
I will say, I think we'll see a 2v3 seeded playoff match for the pack tournament.
Yeah, I'm excited. All right, everyone, the men's game will be up in about 25 minutes, so see you then.